The Wolverine Sports Network is on the air.
He's going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines.
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone, and what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Grove City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Grove City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
Number 7, Max Sears. A 6'4" senior from Abingdon, Maryland. Number 9, Cole Burkhardt. A 6'1" senior from Troy, Pennsylvania. Number 13, Dustin Hagan. A 6-foot senior from Palmyra. Number 14, Logan Smith. And a 6'5" sophomore from Lower Dolphin. Number 18, Arun Openak. The head coach of the Blue Jays is Lamar Thompson. And now here's the starting lineup for your Grove City College Wolverines. A 5'11" junior from Cocalico, number 1, Craig Fair. A 5'11" freshman from Medina Highland, number 2, Evan Imalanta. A 6'3" senior from New Philadelphia, Ohio, number 9, Teague Malcolm. A 5'11" junior from Butler, number 10, Max Janeski. A 6'4" junior from Penn Trafford, number 11, Carson Good. A 6'3" sophomore from Penn Trafford, number 16, Keith Otto. And a 6'7" junior from Penn Trafford, number 19, Andrew Kessler. The head coach of the Wolverines is Brett Heckathorn. He is assisted by Emily Grossman and Kate Gary. Your officials are Patricia Salvatore and Ken Nelson, with Matt Zacchi and Michael Marciano on the lines.
We get ready for the third match of the day. Ryan Briggs with you. Our crew on hand as well here, the stat crew, Kristen Tesh and Carson Lucas. Our game supervisor, Jordan Cole. And our tech crew up top, Alyssa Shaw and Emma Daly. All systems go here for game number 3, match number 3. Third outing, and two teams looking to get a win. Both teams dropped hard-fought battles to Baldwin-Wallace earlier. Grove City fell to BW in today's opener by a final of it was 3-1. And earlier, a little bit ago, it was Elizabethtown dropping a 5-setter to Baldwin-Wallace. So Grove City 1-2. E-Town is 3-1. Grove City's in the white with the red numbers and letters, red trim on the right side of your screen. Elizabethtown in the blue, white numbers and letters outlined in black, black and white trim. For Elizabethtown starters, you may have heard them, but Patrick Nyer, the setter, Braden Armbruster, and Logan Smith are the outsides for E-Town. Max Sears in the middle, along with Gopinath. Dustin Hagan is the libero. Cole Burkhardt also in the middle for the Blue Jays. Grove City, the setters, Craig Fair. The outsides are Evan DiMolanta and Keith Otto. The middles are Andrew Kessler and Teague Malcolm. Right side, Carson Good. And the libero is Max Gianeski. We get ready for the third and final match of the afternoon. We started at noon, and it's going to be Grove City serving. Evan DiMolanta will handle those duties for the Wolverines. And we're underway. Hagen with the reception, the attack by Ambrewster, dug by Gianeski, and Ambrewster a second try into the net, and Grove City has a 1-0 lead. Ambrewster had a big outing against BW with 14 kills, but comes up empty on that attack. And it's 1-0 for the Wolverines with DiMolanta to serve. Received by Smith, sent back over by Carson Good, and so far so good. You wonder, Elizabethtown went 5, really exerted a lot, and then a quick turnaround to play Grove City, which had a chance to rest. Again, we're 2 points in, and certainly not going to jump to anything, but Grove City certainly would, you have to think, would have the edge in being a little bit fresher. DiMolanta serve is out, maybe too fresh on that one as he sends that one long, 2-1. Serve received by Gianeski. Fair will set it up. Attack on the right side by Good. And it is blocked out of bounds on the far side by Logan Smith. 3-1 Grove City. Now Andrew Kessler to serve for Grove City. Kessler serve received by Copenath. The set, and then Ambrewster gets blocked, but it's kept alive by Elizabethtown. Fair with a set. Keith Otto with his first swing of the match. Dug by Hagen. Set far side by Nyer. And a block as Smith gets blocked by the Wolverines. 4-1 Grove City. Kessler to serve. And gets out in the drop in there. Smith wasn't sure, let it go, and it landed in play, and it's 5-1. Andrew Kessler notches the assist. Wolverines only had one, or notches the ace, I should say. Grove City only had one ace in the first match today. Kessler, it's received by Hagen. Attacked by Ambrewster, it's out. 6-1 Grove City. Kessler to serve. 10 kills in the first match today on 17 attacks for the big guy from Penn Trafford. This one is received by Smith. The set, now the attack out of the back by Gopenath. Blocked and tried again, and Burkhart comes up empty. 7-1 Wolverines. Of course, in the opener today, Grove City fell behind Baldwin Wallace 7-1 in the first set. Ended up falling 27-25 in that first set. It was a 3-1 BW win. Wolverines won the second one, 31-29. Serve received by Hagen. Attack from the left side by Smith. And he'll get the kill. Wolverines went for the block, could not get it, and it is 7-2. Burkhart, the 6'4 senior middle out of Abingdon, Maryland. Serve it with the right hand. Gianeski the reception. Fair. Set near side for Otto. Up on the left hand. It clipped the antenna. It's an attack air and a point for the Blue Jays. Seven 3 with serve coming again from Burkhart. Reception made by DiMolanta. Fair sets it up. Otto, the attack. Smith digs it. Copenath near side, and Armbruster was close to a carry. Gianeski over to Fair, and he'll send it over. Attack now coming out of the middle by Sears, dug by the Wolverines. Fair, a back set. DiMolanta, he gets blocked, and Sears will get the solo block. Elizabethtown has strung together 3 straight points, 7-4. Grove City's lead has been cut in half here in set number 1. Burkhart to serve from the back left corner. Otto receives that one. Fair will set it up. Good on the attack, and It's good for Carson Good. Carson had 8 kills in the opener against Baldwin Wallace. He has 3 so far today, 3 kills on 3 attacks. He'll serve. Now clips the top of the net, gets received. The attack from Smith. Gianeski the dig. Fair, back set for Good. Gopinath with a dig. Hagen will set it up, and now a tip forward, blocked by Tig Malcolm. Sears tried to tip it over, and Tig Malcolm said, Tig Malcolm puts Grove City up 5, 9-4 here. And now Dustin Hagen is a bit shaken up, or is he bleeding from somewhere? He had the right knee was gashed open early on in the first match of the day for Elizabethtown. Dustin Hagen, he's a guy that you can tell his teammates love him, and he's had a smile on his face from the time they time they walked into the arena until now. Even when he's shaken up, he still has a smile. Good serve received by Smith. The attack by Ambrewster, and Braden Ambrewster chucks up a kill for Elizabethtown. First kill today for Ambrewster. He certainly had himself a fine outing against BW. 14 kills, also 7 assists, a couple of aces, 6 digs. Now he will serve. Gianeski with the reception, Fair tips it over. Here comes E-Town. Sears blocked again. Teague Malcolm. Malcolm in the middle. Couple of solo blocks for the new Philadelphia, Ohio product. 10-5 Grove City. Wolverines, they talking to head coach Brett Heckathorn, I feel the blocking is one of the strengths of this team, and we've seen it so far today. Left side, Smith. It gets dug, sent over the net, and Sears, it's pinballing around. Good, we'll send it back over for Grove City. Hagen the dig. Ambrewster sets it up. Gopinath, the attack, hits the top of it and drops in. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Elizabethtown. Good start for the Wolverines, 11-5. Back in 60 seconds on the home of the Wolverines.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Keith Otto with a serve. It is received by Logan Smith. The set by Nyer. Now Smith blocked. DiMolanta and Malcolm a double block. And Grove City racking up the blocks left and right here in set number 1. 12-5. Otto on the serve. Received. The set by Nyer. And it'll be a kill coming up for Elizabethtown. Nice job by Sears. Tough start for him. He's been blocked a couple times, but he made sure he was not going to get blocked on that one. 12-7, and we see Nyer checking out and Reed Moss. And Moss was big down the stretch in the BW match for Elizabethtown. He takes over, or he'll move into the outside spot. Ambrewster will set in this rotation. Fair with the set to DiMolanta. The tip kept alive by Gopinath. Ambrewster sets it up. And now Moss out of the back hits it long. And it's 13-6 Grove City. Gianeski out, Kessler back in for Grove City. It was those 7 more or less for much of the first match for Grove City. Kessler, serve was fielded by Hagen. Attack left side and a kill for Gopinath. He did not play in the first set against BW, came on late in the second set, and then Elizabethtown could not get him off the floor. He was very productive. He gets a kill there, and it's 13-7. Serve coming from Bailey Dorofchuk in for the first time today, and Wolverines get it in there, and a kill for the Wolverines. Andrew Kessler pounds that one down to make it 14-7. Dorofchuk, 5'10" freshman from Mountaintop Crestwood out in coal country. Craig Fair to serve. Hagen with the reception, and not sure if that one ever cleared the net. DiMolanta was there. 15-7. We're going to see another sub in for Elizabethtown. Hugh Rogers, he had a cup of coffee in the first match. He'll check in, Nyer out. We'll see who does the setting for Elizabethtown. 15-7. Fair. The serve, it's received by Hagen. And the set by Rogers. The attack into the net, 16-7. Craig Fair, second year as a starter. His cousin, Jessica Robinette, is a starter on the Grove City women's lacrosse team. Their mothers are sisters. Fair. The net, the serve into the net. And it'll be a point for Elizabethtown, 16-8. And Hugh Rogers, he's out of Mount Wolf, northeastern York. He'll do the serving. A lot of District 3 flavor on Elizabethtown, as you'd expect. And it's an ace. Rogers. Too much for Gianeski to handle. That's the first ace of the day for Elizabethtown. First ace of the match, I should say. And the Blue Jays are within 7 at 16-9. Serve received by DiMolanta. Gianeski will set it, and Keith Otto in the attack. Hagen, the dig. Rogers sets it for Brewster. Dug by Gianeski. Good will send it over to Otto, and Otto a rainbow into the backcourt. To the back row. Attack by Burkhardt. He's blocked at the net. Kessler rejects that. 17-9 Grove City. Yeah. Had basketball in the mind when I said backcourt, but it was into the back row. Well, if you're watching, you knew what I meant. Indy Singh, 6'5" freshman from Lancaster, in for Elizabethtown. Head coach Lamar Fonestock trying to jumpstart the team a little bit. DiMolanta, the serve is fielded by Moss over the net, and then Kessler, oh, he eyed that up and he hit it out. His eyes were as big as saucers there, but maybe a little bit too anxious. 17-10, lead back down to 7. Serve quickly in, received by DiMolanta. Good attack from the right side. Tipped at the net by Moss. Hagen tried to save it, he could not. Kill for Grove City. It'll be Andrew Kessler to serve. That one into the net. Third error of the set for Grove City. Gianeski back in, Kessler out. Of course, in men's volleyball, the libero cannot serve. Often in the women's game, the libero is usually one of the top servers. But in the men's, it's a no-go. Singh to serve, his first action of the day. Fair with a back set for Carson Good. Dug by Gopinath. The set back to Gopinath, and he'll get the kill. Wolverines went for the block, but Arun Gopinath tallies his second kill. He's the first E-Town player with multiple kills in the match. 18-12 Grove City. Singh to serve. Otto with the reception. Fair, a back set, looking for Good. Good gets blocked. Dig by Gianeski. DiMolanta near side for Otto, and Otto a little bit long on the far side. 18-13. Elizabethtown, we saw for both of these teams against Baldwin Wallace that if they get down, they do not panic. Keep chipping away, and that's what both teams have done today, and so no surprise here that E-Town is battling back. Singh's serve, fielded by Otto, goes over the net right to Brewster, and an easy kill for him. 18-14, and we have a timeout on the floor taken by the Wolverines. 18-14, Elizabethtown on the comeback trail on the Wolverines Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Singh to serve, out of the reception, fair, a back set for Carson Good, and coming out of the timeout, Carson Good stops the Elizabethtown rally, 19-14 Grove City. Good to serve. Reception by Singh, set. Now attack on the near side, it's a kill for Ambrewster. Got the back set from Rogers, and Ambrewster cuts the lead back to 4. Elizabethtown, the hitting percentage is still well in the red here in the first set. Ambrewster to serve. Received by DiMolanta, fair. The tip by Malcolm, and he's blocked. Max Sears gets a little measure of revenge on Malcolm. Malcolm blocked him a couple of times. Sears turns the table. 19-16. Ambrewster. Serve. DiMolanta, the reception goes over the net. Chance for E-Town. Rogers, Hagan, and now Moss gets dug by Otto. Fair sets it up back to Keith Otto, and Otto will get the kill. Gopinath and Hagan both there, but couldn't keep it alive. Much needed point there for Grove City. 20-16 is the lead. Otto to serve. Received by Gopinath. Rogers the serve, the tip. That didn't clear the net. And what do we have? Yeah, 4 hits on Elizabethtown. The initial attack never cleared the net. That was right here. Our position, we are right at midcourt, maybe about 6 inches to the left. And that was pretty clear. 21-16. Serve, receive, and now Moss on the attack. The tip, dug by Good, fair. Near side to DiMolanta, just a bit long. Evan DiMolanta with a rocket, but it's out. Now Moss to serve. Received by Gianeski. Fair will set it back to Good. Good on the right side. Oh, batted around, and Hagan will tip it over. Good to fair. Otto on the attack and out. Had some room, but it's sliced right. (21-18) Elizabethtown battling back, and Reed Moss to serve, the 6'6" freshman from Wilmington, Delaware. That one into the net. 21-19. Teague Malcolm to serve for Brett Heckathorn's squad. Brett assisted by Emily Grossman, Kate Beery. Malcolm sends it across. Hagan receives it. Rogers sets it up for Gopinath. Dug by Malcolm, but it's going to go over the net. Hagan to Rogers, far side. The attack along left side. It's dug by the Wolverines. Kessler back over his shoulder, at his back to the net. That was tricky, and it was beautiful, and it makes it a 5-point match. 23-18. Little improvisation by Kessler. 23-18. Serve for Malcolm, an ace. As Hagan and Gopinath were both standing there expecting the other to take it. 24-18 set point for the Wolverines. Teague Malcolm to serve. That one into the net. He was going for the same effect, but could not get it to go. It's 24-19. Elizabethtown stays alive. Dorofchuk back in for Sears. Last match was Alan Listman checking in as the serving specialist. Here it's going to be Dorofchuk, the freshman. Otto receives it. Fair. Near side for DiMolanta, and he puts it away, and Grove City takes the first set by a score of 25-19. Wolverines on top, 25-19. We'll come back with set number 2 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control of my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Second set about to get underway. Grove City on your left. In the white with red numbers and letters, red trim. Elizabethtown in the blue, white numerals, white lettering, black and white trim. And it will be Hugh Rogers to serve for the Blue Jays. 25-19, Grove City wins the opener. And the serve, it's an ace. Hugh Rogers, good start for Elizabethtown. After Grove City got off to a good start on the way to the set 1 victory, E-Town looking to counter. Rogers' next effort catches the top of net. DiMolanta there. Fair will tip it, and he's into the net. So it'll be a service error on Craig Fair, or a setting error, I should say. And 2-0. Rogers to serve again. Gianeski on the reception. Fair. Left side for Keith Otto. Otto a bit long, 3-0. Aiden Dietrich in at libero for Elizabethtown, 5'7" freshman from Middletown, Delaware. He and Reed Moss were high school teammates. Gianeski receives the serve, fair to Kessler, and we're going to have a violation against Elizabethtown as somebody had a hand over there. I don't know, it was Josh McCoy who checked in, 6'5" sophomore from Elizabethtown. He and Gopinath were both there, but the Wolverines get their first point of the set. And now it will be Kessler to serve, and that one's into the net. And the lead back to 3 and side out Elizabethtown. Serve from Gopinath. Diamante will get it over, and Malcolm attack. Dug by the new libero, Dietrich. Near side, Moss blocked. E-Town tries it again. Gopinath tipped at the net by Malcolm. Gianeski to Fair for Good near side, and Carson Good chalks up his 6th kill of the match. And Grove City back within a deuce at 4-2. Attack in the middle and blocked by Malcolm. The attack by McCoy, and he learned what Sears found out in the first set. Teague Malcolm's pretty stout in the middle. Grove City within a point at 4-3. Good serve, received, back set by Rogers, attacked by Ambrewster. And the block on the far side, double block, Otto and Malcolm, tied at 4. Good will stand on the baseline, the basketball baseline. Now approach the serving line and send it in. Dietrich with the reception. Moss near side the attack. Dug by Max Gianeski. DiMolanta. That one off the mark. As it ended up and hit the official, Patricia Salvatore. She is not wearing the right colored jersey. It's 5-4 Elizabethtown. Dorofchuk back in. McCoy out. Third match of the day. We were scheduled to start at 4. We started around 5:25 or so. Dorofchuk. Serve received by DiMolanta. Otto, the attack tipped, and it's going to drop in for the kill. Keith Otto ties it at 5. In between matches, saw Elizabethtown head coach Lamar Fonestock. He was on the phone. They have dinner reservations for later tonight, but they had to push him back. First match went long, the second one went even longer. Otto, the serve received by Dietrich, the set and the attack by Singh. Indy Singh out of Manheim Township puts Elizabethtown back on top 6-5. We've seen 13 different men on the floor in this match for Elizabethtown. Serve, it's received by Gianeski. Fair will set it. DiMolanta. It's kept alive by Singh. Tipped over. Dug by Good. And now Otto out of the back. Dig by Dietrich. Rogers tried to catch Grove City napping instead of the set. He went for the attack. The Wolverines were ready. The block will tie it at 6. Kessler back in. Gianeski checks out, and Teague Malcolm to serve. The block credited to DiMolanta. Malcolm already has 6 blocks. Will serve. It's received by Elizabethtown, and Moss. Thunderous swing from the near side, and Moss with his first kill of the match. Reed Moss making his presence known. Blue Jays back on top 7-6. Now Moss to serve. The floater received by Otto. Kessler will serve it near side for Good, and Good's attack into the net. Good's first error of the match. 6 kills on a dozen attacks. 8-6, Elizabethtown with the lead. Moss to serve. Otto receives it. And ball goes over the net, and it's sent across by Elizabethtown as Gopinath is there, and it's now a 9-6 Blue Jay lead. Moss to serve. DiMolanta receives it. Fair. Back to DiMolanta. Dig by Dietrich goes over the net. Otto to Fair. Back to DiMolanta, and he's blocked. Solo block for Hugh Rogers. And Hugh saying this is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. 10-6. Moss will serve from the back right corner. Received by DiMolanta. Fair to Kessler. And Andrew Kessler will get the Wolverines back on the board. For Kessler, his third kill of the match. 10-7. Wolverines back to within 3. Fair will serve. Received by Moss. Set by Rogers. And the attack from the near side, Gopinath posts another kill. Number 4 for him against the Wolverines. 11-7 E-Town. Singh to serve. Otto with the reception. Fair to Kessler, and he'll get the kills. That hit McCoy on top of the head. Goes out of play. 11-8. It was not the smoothest play in terms of the reception and serve, but Kessler, he masked all that with a big kill, 11-8. Now DiMolanta to serve. Reception made by Moss. And he said it's going to be a bad set, nobody home. Rogers ended up, it went in between the two hitters, McCoy and Gopinath, and it will be a point for Grove City. It's down to a 2-point match, 11-9 in the second set. Evan DiMolanta to serve. Gopinath with the reception. Back set by Rogers. Ambrewster with the kill. DiMolanta dug it, but it came off on a line drive, and the Wolverines could not handle it. Back to a 3-point margin, 12-9. Rogers will serve. Received by Gianeski. The attack by Kessler. Dug. Battle at the net. Rogers is set for Elizabethtown. Gopinath with a kill. Got through the block of Good and Kessler. And the lead is 13-9. The serve coming from Rogers. Rogers 6 assists. He's certainly given Elizabethtown some life here since coming on. Reception by DiMolanta. Fair. Far side to Otto. It's blocked. Fair will try it again. This time Good from the right side. Tipped at the net. Dietrich over to Rogers. Back set for Ambrewster along the line. Dug by Gianeski. No. Kept it alive, but nobody could get there. And I believe we're going to have a Grove City timeout. Yes, we will. Timeout, Grove City. 14-9, Elizabethtown the lead. This is Wolverine Volleyball.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
It's after 6 p.m., so it's legal to play Saturday night by the Bay City Rollers. Right now, it is Elizabethtown rolling, leading 14-9 in the second set. Fair to Kessler, and Kessler slams that one down. 14-10, lead back down to 4. Timeout taken by Grove City. First timeout taken by either team in the set. Kessler will serve. Reception made by Dietrich. Rogers sets it near side for Ambrewster, and Ambrewster tucks it inside the line. 6 kills for Braden Ambrewster. 15-10. DeMolanta to the reception, fair, a back set. Good with a tip, but what do we have? Good was over the line. So it'll be an attack error on Carson Good. 16-10 Elizabethtown. Serve from Gopinath. Be an ace. Wolverines cannot handle it. (17-10), largest lead of the set for the Blue Jays. DeMolanta to the serve reception, fair to Malcolm, and Teague Malcolm slams that one down. It's now 17-11. Good to serve, received by Dietrich. The attack is, serve is just a whiff by McCoy. Either way, point for Grove City. 17-12 is the score. Good with the serve. Dietrich, the reception, tipped by Rogers. Moss, the attack, and it's a kill, so it deflects out of bounds off the block of Craig Fair. 18-12. 6-point E-Town lead. Dorofchuk back in. He will serve. Otto receives it, goes over the net. Moss to Rogers, back set for Ambrewster. Fair with a dig. Tipped by Malcolm, sent back across. Malcolm tries it again. Moss there for the dig. Rogers back to Gopinath. Gianeski falling backwards, gets the dig. Good will set it for DeMolanta. Kept alive by Rogers, no. Good hustle by the Wolverines, and they get the point, 18-13. McCoy back in for the Blue Jays. Dorofchuk out. And Keith Otto to serve. Received by Gopinath, working near side for Moss. He's blocked, and apparently Moss was under the net or over the line. Either way, it's point Grove City. View was blocked by the down official directly in front of us, but he certainly had a great view of it. Otto, serve receive, Rogers to Singh. Dug by DeMolanta, and Malcolm kind of got twisted around there. He thought he was facing north, and he was facing west. And he mishit that one, and it's 19-14. Might have been inspired by the move Kessler made earlier. Ambrewster to serve. Gianeski with the reception. Fair. Far side to DeMolanta, and he'll get the kill. Evan DeMolanta. Third kill for the freshman from Medina, Ohio. 19-15. Grove City staying within striking distance, but Wolverines would like to make a bit of a run here. Teague Malcolm to serve. Received by Dietrich. Rogers, a back set for Ambrewster. Dug by Otto. Fair, back to Good. Good tipped at the net. It's dug. Ambrewster will set it up. Moss hits it long. 19-16. Grove City chipping away. Will not be surprised that the Wolverines get another one here that E-Town takes the first of its 2 timeouts, but we'll see how things shake out. Serve from Malcolm, and that one is out. So instead of that, it's a point for Elizabethtown on the air. 6th service error by the Wolverines. E-Town has missed just 1 serve so far. That was courtesy of Moss, and he will serve now. DeMolanta with the reception to Fair. Kessler, dug by Dietrich. Rogers sets it up for Gopinath, and he gets the kill, deflected out of play by the Grove City block. Arun Gopinath, 6 kills today. He and Ambrewster share the team lead. 21-16 Blue Jays. DiMolanta back to Otto. Now back to DiMolanta, and the block goes out of bounds. Singh was there. He caught it flush, but a ricochet is out of play. 21-17. Now Craig Fair stepping to the line for Grove City for the serve. That one comes up short. 22-17. Indy Singh came on late in set 1. Has played duration of set 2. Gianeski the reception. Fair. Back to DiMolanta. Singh with the dig. Back set to Ambrewster, and Ambrewster with a kill. Braden Ambrewster, 7th kill, 23-17. And Elizabethtown closing in on a 1-1 match. Singh to serve. Gianeski with the reception. Fair. Back to DiMolanta. Singh tried to dig it. That came off about a 90-degree angle right back at the net. And perhaps Eton would have had a chance to keep it in play, but that had such velocity. So it will be DiMolanta to serve as Grove City looks to mount a comeback late in set 2. DiMolanta received by Moss. Rogers sets it for Gopinath. The tip dug by the Wolverines. Gianeski sets it for Otto. Right there's Dietrich. Rogers to Ambrewster. DiMolanta the dig. Gianeski back to the middle of the floor, and DiMolanta will tip it over. Ambrewster near the net to Rogers, and McCoy puts it away. 24-18. And set point for the Blue Jays. Rogers to serve, and it's long. Grove City stays alive, and Kessler to serve. Teague Malcolm back in, Gianeski out. And Kessler, the other of the two starting middles with Malcolm to serve. Dietrich over to Rogers. The attack gets dug, tip, batted around Malcolm at the net, battling with McCoy. Kept alive, Ambrewster, he's blocked. Rogers the dig, Dietrich will set it up. Ambrewster puts it down for the kill, and Elizabethtown takes the second set, 25-19. We'll come back with set number 3 right after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Evan DiMolanta will serve to begin set number 3, and the service error gives Elizabethtown the early lead. It is 1-0. E-Town on the left side of your screen in the blue with white numbers and letters, white and black trim. Grove City in the white and red. Serve received by Gianeski, fair to Kessler, and Andrew Kessler with a quick answer. Tied at 1. Kessler's 5th kill of the night. He and DiMolanta with 5. Good leads away with 6. Ambrewster leading everybody with 8 for Elizabethtown. Kessler to serve. Received, the tip by Rogers. Moss, the attack dug by DiMolanta. Fair, a back set for Carson Good into the net. And it's 2-1 Blue Jays. Now serving for Elizabethtown will be Samuel Ulrich, 6'2", freshman from Northern Lebanon. Serve received by DiMolanta. Back set from Fair. Attacked by Good, dug by Rogers. The set comes near side for Declan Keller, who's in for the first time. And Keller, 6'1" sophomore from Lancaster Hempfield High School. The Hempfield in the east, not Hempfield in Westmoreland County. 3-1. Gianeski with a reception. The attack from Craig Fair. And a kill for the Wolverines, 3-2. The assist from Fair, I should say. Carson Good to serve. Tip in the middle, and getting that one is Craig Patrick, the senior from Lower Dauphin. 4-2. E-Town going a little bit deeper into the bench. Played a lot of guys today, but the last one went 5 sets. Getting some fresh bodies out there and getting some guys some work early in the season too. Malcolm the tip and able to drop that one just inside the far sideline. 4-3. In case you're just joining us, Elizabethtown and Baldwin Wallace went 5 in the previous match with BW winning in the 5th set. BW beat Grove City earlier today 3-1. Rogers the serve. And the tip by Patrick kept alive. Wolverines get it across. And a kill for Grove City. Unusual development there. We've seen a few oddball plays, but Grove City has forged a 4-4 tie. Teague Malcolm gets the kill. Keith Otto to serve. It's received by Moss. Rogers back to Moss on the left side. His attack is blocked out of bounds, and just like that, Elizabethtown back on top by a score of 5-4. Serve into the net by Moss. That ties it at 5. Teague Malcolm to serve. Malcolm, 3 kills and an ace. 7 blocks already today. Moss with the reception. Rogers set far side for Gopinath, and he'll get the kill. Arun Gopinath, 7th kill of the afternoon, now evening. 6-5. Elizabethtown reclaims the lead. Serve coming from Dorofchuk and deflects off of Keith Otto, out of bounds. An ace for Elizabethtown. 4 aces today for the Blue Jays. They have a 7-5 lead. Dorofchuk sends that one. Otto received it, couldn't handle it. Back-to-back aces, 8-5. This is the first ever meeting between the programs. Of course, just the second year of varsity ball for Grove City, and E-Town's program relatively young as well. Serve, catch the top of it. DiMolanta slides in, and Fair knocks it over. Dorofchuk over to Moss. He keeps it alive. No, it was outside the antenna, but nice job by Craig Fair to keep the Wolverines alive for that point, and they get it. Cut the lead to 2, 8-6. A much-needed point right there. Granted, it's still pretty early, but always good to be back within 2. Patrick and Dorofchuk out. Fair to serve. It's received by Dietrich. The set by Rogers, and Ulrich will attack right down Broadway. 9-6. Ulrich, first kill of the match. Otto with the reception. Fair back set to DiMolanta down the line, and it is out. 10-6, and Grove City's going to take a timeout, look to regroup. Elizabethtown leads Grove City 10-6 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Timeout taken by Grove City. Rogers to serve and into the net. So the Wolverines get a point coming out of the stoppage. We're in set 3 of match 3. A long but entertaining day of volleyball here in the Grove City College Arena. DiMolanta, serve received by Moss. Get it on the left side for Keller. DiMolanta a diving dig, but Wolverines can't get there, and the lead back to 4 at 11-7. And it will be Gopinath to serve. Received by Gianeski, the tip by Fair, and not much good could do with that one. Momentum certainly on the side of Elizabethtown, and Blue Jays looking pretty crisp here. Gianeski with the reception. Fair a set. Otto. The attack is blocked out of bounds, and Grove City gets back to within 4 at 12-8. Serve coming from Kessler. 6'7" junior from Penn Trafford. That one into the net. Ninth error of the match for Grove City. E-Town only 4 errors. E-Town without a hitting error in this third set. That's been big. Fair to Malcolm. Gets dug by Keller. The set by Rogers. Out of the back, Gopinath with a kill. Serve from the near right corner for Samuel Ulrich. Reception by DiMolanta. Fair with a back set. Good with a tip. Ball pinballing around. Smacked over there by Hugh Rogers. Fair set for Grove City. Otto the attack. Kept alive by Gopinath, and Wolverines will try it again. Fair for good. Dug by Rogers. Gopinath. Near side for Ulrich, and the block goes out of bounds. It was Declan Keller, excuse me. Keller with the kill. 15-8. Will score. DeMolanta the reception to Fair. Good the attack and a kill. Carson Good with his 7th kill of the match. Wolverines back within 6. 15-9. Good serve into the net. And it will be Elizabethtown side out with a 7-point lead. Keller to serve. Received by Gianeski. Fair with a set. Malcolm sends it over. Dug by Elizabethtown. Set by Rogers. Moss the attack long. But was there a tip? Apparently there was. 17-9 Elizabethtown. Now Keller to serve. DeMolanta the reception. Fair with a set. Otto the attack. Right down the line and in for Keith Otto. Now Otto to serve. Can that kill maybe spark a rally here? Grove City needs to put some points on the board here. Otto, received by Moss. Rogers to Patrick, who gets blocked. Try it again. Moss comes up big with a kill. Powering through the block, 18-10. Subs coming for Grove City. As we'll see Thomas Cray in, 5'9" senior from Pine Richland in for the first time. Fair out. Reese Malcolm in as well. We saw him briefly in the first match. Good out, so Malcolm will be at the right side, and Cray, who's the number 2 setter, he'll get some work here, try and spark something. Gianeski to Cray. Back to Otto, and 1 rally, 1 assist, 1 point. Nice home debut for Thomas Cray. Now can Teague Malcolm get on a run serving with younger brother Reese Malcolm out there? And the answer is no for now. The serve into the net. Lead back to 8 at 19-11. Patrick out. Dorofchuk returns for the Blue Jays. Dorofchuk. Serve received by DeMolanta. Set by Otto. Kessler left-hand tip, and he gets it in. Saw Declan Keller hold his index finger and thumb apart, saying it was close, but he acknowledged it was in. A game of inches, so to speak. And now the Wolverines will send Good and Fair back in. Cray and Reese Malcolm out. And Fair to serve. It's a chance to get those guys a quick breather, regroup, and get back out there. Good move from head coach Brett Heckathorn. Has plenty of subs available. Fair to serve, received by Moss. Attack for the far side. It'll be a kill for Arun Gopinath. He got the start here in this match, and he has really inflicted some damage on the Wolverines. Match high, 9th kill on 18 attempts, 20-12. It'll be Hugh Rogers to serve. Rogers has gone the route at setter in this one. Fair with a back set for DeMolanta. Dug by Rogers. It hits the roof, comes down, and now sent over by Moss. Otto for Fair. Good on the attack. Carson Good slams that one off of Rogers out of play. Carson Good, 8 kills. He leads the Wolverines. DeMolanta with 6 kills. He's back on the serving line. DeMolanta serve is long, out of play, 21-13. Gianeski the reception, DeMolanta near side for Otto. Otto. Rogers with the dig. Dietrich sets it up. The tip by Keller, sent back across. Elizabethtown will try it again. Moss rifles down the kill, 22-13. Third set has been pretty much all E-Town. The Blue Jays are hitting 6-11 in this set. 11 kills, no errors. Check that, now 667. 12 kills, no errors, 18 attacks. Grove City's at 429, which, I mean, probably 9 times out of 10, you hit 429, you're going to win the set, but as it's shaping up, Elizabethtown in pretty good shape, leading by 8. Kessler to serve for Grove City. Dietrich, the reception. Rogers. Far side over to Moss, and Moss racks up another kill. (23-14). Elizabethtown, Ulrich to serve. That one a bit long. Grove City will have the serve. See Cray and Reese Malcolm back in. Good out, fair out. Technically it's Cray for good and Malcolm for fair. Kind of like the old double switch in baseball, which don't see much anymore with universal DH. But that's another topic for another day. At least Brett Heckathorn warming our hearts with a double switch. And Cray to serve. The reception made by Gopinath. Attacked by Keller, blocked back across. Moss from the left side. That one blocked that goes up, hits the ceiling, and comes straight down. Had a lot of spin. It went up and came back down. 24-15. You could just see the spin. It was perfect way with the stripes on the ball. And now Keller to serve for the set. DeMolanta the reception. Cray with a set. Reese Malcolm blocked at the net. Grove City tries again. Cray to Otto. Dug by Dietrich. Gopinath out of the back, and he picks up a kill. Point number 25. And Elizabethtown has a 2-1 lead. We'll take a break. Come back with set number 4. Grove City and Elizabethtown. Men's volleyball action on the Wolverine Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at goredforwomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control of my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
We get ready for the fourth set tonight as Elizabethtown has taken a 2-1 lead. Serve received by Keith Otto, fair. Far side for DiMolanta, and it's a block for Elizabethtown on the far side. Ulrich and Keller combine, and E-Town with a 1-0 lead. Grove City won the first set 25-19. Elizabethtown won the second one 25-19. It was 25-15 in the third, and now we're tied at 1. As the Rogers serve is into the net. 7th missed serve of the night for the Blue Jays. Now Craig Fair to serve for Grove City. Craig with 21 assists tonight. We started today and now it's tonight. Dietrich with the reception. The back set, Gopinath dug by Fair. Gianeski will get over, set it up for Good. Good tipped to the net, sent back across by Ulrich. Fair, far side DiMolanta. Double block put up on the far side by Elizabethtown as Gopinath and Ulrich combined for the rejection. 2-1. With Arun Gopinath to serve. Match high 10 kills for him. Gianeski the reception, Fair tips it up. Ball knocked around, then Kessler send it over for Grove City. Rogers a set, the tip and a kill for Ulrich. He reached way back and got that one. Elizabethtown 3-1. Serve on the way, received by Gianeski. Fair. Well, the back set for DiMolanta. The tip, and he gets it down. Evan DiMolanta, 7 kills tonight for the freshman. That gets the Wolverines back within a point at 3-2. DiMolanta serve, received by Moss. Rogers the back set. Here comes Keller, and Declan Keller, the sophomore from Lancaster Hempfield, tallies his 4th kill of the night, 4-2. Ulrich out, Dorofchuk back in to serve. Serve from Dorofchuk, short, diving dig reception made by Gianeski. Good with the kill. Gianeski made the play there. That serve was sinking fast. It's 4-3. Now Kessler will serve. Kessler serving. The reception made by Gopinath. Get over to Singh, and Singh picks up the kill. Singh's 2nd kill. (5-3) Elizabethtown. Lefty serve coming from Keller into the net and back to Grove City. Cray in, Good out. We see Fair checking out as well with Reese Malcolm in. Serve coming from Cray. Reception made by Dietrich. Attack far side and a kill for Keller. 6-4. Lead back to 2. Moss to serve for the Blue Jays. Moss with 8 kills tonight. Gianeski the reception. Set by Cray. Teague Malcolm, the attack dug by Moss. Near side, Gopinath, dug by Reese Malcolm. The attack long on the far side. A point for Elizabethtown to make it 7-4 here in the 4th set. Moss the serve, DiMolanta the reception. Cray will set it for Otto. It's deflected, goes into the Elizabethtown bench, and Keith Otto chucks up a kill. Number 7 for Keith. 7-5 is our score, with Otto preparing to serve. Otto sends it down the middle, received by Dietrich. Rogers will set it near side, and Gopinath is long. A rare miss for him today. 7-6, Wolverines battling back. Looking to send this one to a 5th set. Otto's serve, received. Rogers will set up Singh. Hammers that one. Otto got a piece of it, but not enough, and it will be an 8-6 Elizabethtown lead. Ulrich back in. Dietrich, the libero, exits for Elizabethtown. Singh will serve. DiMolanta with the reception. Cray, a back set for Reese Malcolm, and Reese Malcolm tallies a kill. First of the afternoon, now evening, for the sophomore, the younger brother of starting middle Teague Malcolm. Now, speaking of Teague, he will serve, looking to get Grove City into an 8-8 deadlock. Serve is going to go far side. Keller, it's going to be an ace. Teague Malcolm, second ace of the match. We're tied at 8, so the Wolverines have climbed out of a little bit of a hole. It's 8-8 here in the 4th set. And Teague Malcolm to serve once again. Moss with the reception. Rogers will set it near side for Gopinath. That one never cleared the net. 9-8, Grove City with the lead for the first time. Elizabethtown trying to say that it was touched by Grove City, but no such luck. Now Teague Malcolm to serve once again, with Grove City leading for the first time in the 4th set. Received by Dietrich. Rogers the set. Attacked by Ulrich. Dug by Otto. Cray far side to DiMolanta. The block comes back, and it'll be looks like a solo block far side for Rogers, who stood his ground, and we're tied at 9. Rogers, serve received by Otto. Cray to Kessler, ball batted around, and now a kills. It went back over the net and perfectly set up for Samuel Ulrich. Blast that one into the hardwood. 10-9 E-Town. Ulrich's 3rd kill of the match. Rogers to serve. Gianeski the reception. Cray sets it up for Otto. Dig by Moss. Nobody there. 10-10. Fair and good in. Reese Malcolm and Thomas Cray out. They helped spark the comeback. Good work from those 2 first-year players. Now Craig Fair will serve. That one clips the top of the net, received by Gopinath. Tip over by Keller. Gianeski the dig. Kessler gets dug by Dietrich. Moss with a 2-hand attack. Gianeski the dig. Fair over to DiMolanta. And Evan DiMolanta puts Grove City on top. 11-10 here in set number 4. Grove City swim team has returned, sweeping Penn State Barron today. Big wins for both. 3 pool records for the men up at the Barron Tank in the Junker Center. Otto with a dig. Janeski over to DiMolanta, dug by Dietrich. Rogers with a back set. Gopinath with it. Down the line and a kill off of Gianeski. Got him up high in the torso, couldn't do a whole lot with it, and it's 11-all in set 4. Now Arun Gopinath to serve. Fair, far side for Good. Doug kept alive, and now Moss with a tip. Otto there for the dig. Craig Fair, back set. DiMolanta hammers that one down off the shoulder of the defensive specialist Aiden Dietrich. 12-11. Teams swapping the lead. Grove City back on top here in set 4. DiMolanta to serve. Moss with the reception. Back set by Rogers, and the attack is going to come near side. Go out of play and tied at 12, so a kill for Elizabethtown. That one almost made it up here. Fortunately, it didn't. 12-all. And number 12 will serve for Elizabethtown. That's Bailey Dorofchuk back in. Couple of aces today for the serving specialist. Gianeski over to Otto. And now DiMolanta blocked at the net, and Singh with a solo block in the middle. Indy Singh, his first block. And the Blue Jays have retaken the lead, 13-12. Dorofchuk serving again. Received by Gianeski. Fair sets it up for Good. The dig. Rogers will set it. Moss. Double block on the near side. Carson Good and Andrew Kessler. The Penn Trafford tandem combined for the double block, and we're tied again. Kessler will serve. Dietrich back onto the floor for the Blue Jays. And it will be Kessler serving. Kessler with one ace today. And he is still with one ace. That one into the net. And Elizabethtown, thanks to the service error, back on top 14-13. Service error starting to pile up for the Wolverines. 14 today, only 8 for Elizabethtown. Malcolm gets it over to Good, but his attack into the net. The Wolverines were just kind of fortunate to keep that one alive, even to give Good at least a crack at it. Pretty good, pretty tough serve from Keller to handle. Lefty serves this one, the side spinner. Otto with it to Fair. Back to Otto. Tipped at the net. Dietrich over to Rogers. He'll set it in the middle for Singh. Tipped at the net. Fair with a dig to Tig Malcolm. And it goes over the net. Singh with it. Sends it across. Diving play by DiMolanta keeps it alive. Malcolm near side for Good. Dig by Dietrich. Gopinath to Moss, and he's blocked. Double block for Good and Malcolm. And Grove City back within one, 15-14. The Wolverine block starting to heat up. 12 blocks today for Grove City. Cray to serve. He's in for Fair. Good out. Reese Malcolm back in. Cray to serve. Receive. Rogers sets it up for Singh. Gianeski got a hand on it, but nobody there. And another kill for Singh. 16-14, Elizabethtown. Moss on the serve. It's received by DiMolanta. The back set near side for Otto. And Keith Otto picks up the kill. Keith Otto putting together a solid evening. 9 kills now. He, Good, and DiMolanta all with 9 for the Wolverines. Otto serve received by Moss. The set in the middle and the attack and a block for the Wolverines. Teague Malcolm there. 16-16. Number 16 for the Wolverines, Otto to serve. In the fourth set, Grove City looking to send this one to 5. Received by Dietrich, the set. Attack out of the back by Moss. Ball batted around. DiMolanta will send it across. Dietrich with a one-hand dig. Rogers back to Gopinarath. Reese Malcolm near side. Tip back over, goes up over the light standard. Otto to Teague Malcolm, sends it over. Free ball, chance for Elizabethtown. Moss, dug by Cray. Gineski will send it over to Reese Malcolm near side. Dietrich, right side of the set. Rogers back near side for Gopinath. It's blocked. Here comes an attack from Moss, and it's blocked. Reese Malcolm with big brother Teague right next to him, slams it back at 17-16. Grove City has retaken the lead. And it will be timeout taken by Elizabethtown here in the fourth set. We'll take a timeout as well. Grove City leads 17-16 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Keith Otto to serve out of the timeout. Rogers will set it for Elizabethtown. Singh, his attack tipped. Otto the dig. Cray serve far side for DiMolanta. The tip, Doug comes over, back to DiMolanta, and he slams it down. Keller's dig went over the net. And DiMolanta polishes off his 10th kill. 18-16 Grove City. Otto, the serve, received by Dietrich. Rogers, near side for Gopinarath, and he answers. A dozen kills for the sophomore from Lower Dauphin. Now Singh to serve. Into the net. 19-17 Grove City. Singh with his first missed serve of the match. 19-17 Teague Malcolm. Crowd favorite to serve. And perhaps inspired by that crowd a little bit too much on just long. The service error will cut Grove City's lead in half. It is 19-18. Rogers will serve. Reception by Otto. Cray. And not sure if he was going for Kessler or on the far side of DiMolanta, but he's set off the mark. Wolverines misfire, and it's 19-all. Serve coming from Rogers. And a shank. No other way to put it. 20-19, Grove City back on top. Craig Fair returns. He and Good are in. Reese Malcolm and Cray out. Boy, what a job they've done for the Wolverines, sparking things. Fair, the serve, received by Dietrich. Rogers sets it up. Attack dug by Fair. Gineski gets it up. Now Otto sends it over, going to the back corner. Nobody home. Keith Otto. He saw the opening and he found it. 21-19. Looked like it was going to be trouble for the Wolverines. It turns into a 2-point lead instead. Little improvisation from Keith Otto. And now Craig Fair for the serve. Set the give and go and attack on the right side by Gopinath. Every time that Elizabethtown has needed a point in this set, he has come up big. And now he'll serve with a 21-20. Gineski to Fair. for DiMolanta. Gets dug, no. Elizabethtown was a little bit concerned about the reception by Gianeski, and watching it, it definitely looked a bit unorthodox. But it's 22-20, and DiMolanta to serve. Moss the reception. The set by Rogers, and the attack by Gopinath off the back wall. A much-needed kill for E-Town. 22-21. Blue Jays backed within a point. They have the serve. Dorofchuk. Back into serve. E-Town leading 2-1. Blue Jays have won each of the last two sets. Dorofchuk, reception by Gianeski. Fair will set it up for good. Dig by Gopinath. Right side Moss. Dug by Gianeski. Fair sets it for DiMolanta. Tipped at the net and it drops in. 23-21. Subs back in for E-Town. Ulrich is in. Gopinath there with the towel to wipe up some moisture. And maybe also a chance, too, kind of to get a little bit of a timeout without taking a timeout. Certainly was needed, but also a little, perhaps, kind of like a 30-second timeout in basketball there. Heady move there. 23-21, Kessler to serve for Grove City. Received by Gopinath. Right side, the tip by Keller, blocked out of bounds. 23-22. Keller to serve now. Keller 5 kills today. DiMolanta with a reception. Fair will set it far side for Keith Otto. It's blocked back across. Good to DiMolanta. Sets it up. Otto will try it again. Dug by Moss. Batted around and sent over by E-Town. Dig DiMolanta. Fair to Malcolm. Tipped at the net by Singh. It goes out of play. 24-22. Set point for the Wolverines. And to serve for the set, it's going to be the freshman, Thomas Cray. 24-22, Grove City needs one more to send it to set number 5. Can the Wolverines get there? Not yet, the serve a bit long. Dietrich, a smart play to let it go. 24-23. Now Moss will serve for the Blue Jays, but timeout Grove City. Wolverines will take a timeout, get settled down. Back with a finish of set 4 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Each team has a timeout left. Moss will serve for Elizabethtown, looking to keep the Blue Jays alive in set 4. The serve is received by Gianeski, set by Cray. Otto for the win, it's out. And it's now 24-all. It was win for the set win. Of course, E-Town leads the match 2-1. But now set point off the board, at least for a moment. It'll be Moss to serve. Otto to Cray, far side for Reese Malcolm. Dug by Dietrich. It goes over the net. Malcolm blocked at the net. Ball kept alive. Otto towards the back line. Dietrich the dig. Rogers sets it up. Gopinath with a kill. Arun Gopinath now makes it match point for Elizabethtown. Coming out of the timeout, 25-24. Grove City's going to take its other timeout. We'll take it with them on the Wolverine Sports Network.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
(25-24). Elizabethtown has rallied to take the lead in set 4. E-Town match point for the Blue Jays, and it will be Reed Moss to serve. Moss, 8 kills today. He's missed a couple of serves, though. Otto the reception. Fair will set it. Back to Otto into the net, and E-Town wins it. Elizabethtown rallies late to win it, 26-24. We'll be back with a quick recap on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Back one final time in the Grove City College Arena, where Elizabethtown pulls out a 3-1 win over Grove City, 19-25, 25-19, 25-15, 26-24. As we look at the final stats here on the Grove City side, Evan DiMolanta with 12 kills, 10 for Keith Otto, 9 for Carson Good. Craig Fair, 28 assists, 5 for Thomas Cray. A couple of aces for Teague Malcolm. Malcolm also with 10 blocks today, 5 blocks for DiMolanta. And Reese Malcolm with a couple of blocks, same with Andrew Kessler. Diggs, 9 for Max Gianeski, 7 for DiMolanta. On the Elizabethtown side, 16 for Arun Gopinath, 16 kills, I should say, 8 each for Armbruster in the first 2 sets. Moss with 8 kills, assists 37 for Hugh Rogers. He also had a couple of aces, as did Dorofchuk. 17 digs today for Dietrich. And in terms of blocks, Ulrich had 3. So Elizabethtown's now 4-1. Grove City 1-3. Wolverines are at Mount Union Tuesday night. They'll be home for Carlos, 7 p.m. here Thursday in non-conference action. With that, we will call it a day now, evening, a long day here in the Grove City College Arena. A fun day, a lot of volleyball, a lot of entertaining play. I want to thank, first off, our stat crew of Carson Lucas and Kristen Tesh doing an outstanding job. Thanks to them. Thanks to our tech crew, Alyssa Shaw and Emma Daly. Outstanding work upstairs with the video. We appreciate everybody's help today. Thanks to Jordan Cole, our assistant athletic director Todd Gibson, who's in Washington, D.C. at the NCAA convention, Kathy Jacobs, facility manager. This is Ryan Briggs saying so long from the Grove City College Arena. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll be back on the air Wednesday night with Wolverine basketball starting at 5:05, a doubleheader with Teal. Until then, have a great night and a great weekend, everybody. This is the Wolverine Sports Network. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.